welcome back to the Frontline Realty Podcast, from the firehouse to the open house. And we have Tim Wagner with us today. And this one's exciting for two reasons. One, we can never get this guy out of the house because you have how many kids?
9.
9 kids. 9. And if you're not at the firehouse or your own house, you're probably selling a house. So to actually get you into a podcast means that we have a white buffalo. We have the white buffalo today. So welcome. Thanks for being here. You've been on our team pretty much actually from the very beginning, right?
From the beginning.
Yeah. Also a team lead here with the Frontline Legacy Group. And so, yeah, thanks for being on. Tell us about yourself a little bit.
I've been doing fire and emergency medical services now for about 14 years. I've got 9 kids ranging from 8 months to 25 years old. Picked up realty about 2 years ago, and I've run with it, trying to get basically more time at home with the family.
Yeah.
I used to work 2 or 3 fire jobs, and they start to get to the age where I want to coach and I want to spend more time with them, do things along that line. And when you're working 3 different fire jobs, man, that sounds a lot, but
it's a lot.
72 hours,
yeah,
possibly away from your family, and there's not a whole lot of time for anything. You miss out on a lot. So that's kind of what got me into realty.
So has that actually made a difference being in real estate?
Difference. Yeah, huge difference. I work just one full-time job now, and then I do realty on the side. So,
yeah. Well, that's awesome. You had a really good year last year too. We can't not talk about it. So your first official full year was 2025, right? Because you were licensed in 24.
Correct.
And so your first year is 2025 calendar from January 1st to December 31st. And we have a volume count for you accessible. I'm sure Jared knows it. There's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there were agents who were calling people trying to get leads, and you're like, I'm already working with Wagner. Thanks. Yeah. That's what was going on.
I had a secret weapon my first year. It was called my wife.
Yeah.
So, she got a lot of the clientele for me. She was an emergency nurse, and she just basically put the word out to other nurses. And the majority of my clientele were either personal people I knew, a family, brothers, sisters, or emergency nurses.
Yeah,
for the most part. So
that's awesome.
I was pretty blessed. The wife is probably my biggest advocate when it comes to real estate and actually selling. And of course, she gets to enjoy the the benefits of it. So
there's perks for her too.
Yeah, she's definitely my biggest weapon, my secret weapon.
Well, good. That's awesome. That sphere of influence is really important, especially new agents, but long agents too. Like if they've been doing this for years, the people that they talk to on a regular basis, just having that constant contact with people. Sometimes it's a good reminder to be like, hey, just want to check in, how you doing? And they're like, oh yeah, good. It's nice talking.
Right.
Just being friendly.
Yeah.
Just being a good person.
Yeah. I would definitely say your reputation plays a role. People that you grew up with or that know you, currently, they just know your work ethic or what you're willing to do for them as a friend. So you turn that into the real estate side of it, and they know you're going to be there for them and have their back. And that's definitely gone a long way.
Well put.
Same with referrals. I feel like if you treat somebody the way you would want to be treated or how I'd expect a family member of mine to be treated.
Yeah.
They're going to put your name out there because they trust you. So I just try to treat every client like they're a family member pretty much, and take care of them the best I can. Absolutely.
Well put. Man, it's nice having you on here. Oh, great. Okay, so let's talk about the fire service a little bit. You did a program a couple years ago that was down in Columbus, right?
The Bridge.
Yeah. Okay, tell us about that a little bit.
Bridge it's a foundation that's basically set up for first responders and mental health. There was an episode I went through a lot longer than 2 years ago, but I guess where all the publicity came from was the Bridge contacted me because our fire department, who you're a part of, was actually the first fire department to give back to the foundation. Where we held a golf outing and donated some money. So they reached out to me and wanted me to do a video for the Bridge, and just basically to touch base with other first responders to say it's okay to have a problem. Like mental health is a serious issue. And I think that's where people actually recognized me at that point was after that video. But the truth of the matter is I had friends that I've been friends with 10, 15 years that knew nothing about what I was going through. I hid it very well. And they were reaching out to me, hey, I'm glad you're okay, man. I'm like, if you need anything, let me know. And buddy, that happened 3-4 years ago. I just didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
You're only finding out about it now because they put the video out.
Yeah.
And that video it went viral pretty quickly. It's the Bridge's top viewed video. It had almost 20,000 views.
Oh, really?
So,
which is great.
It reached a lot of people.
Yeah.
And my Facebook Messenger was blowing up with people I had never met before. Just asking me, and I'm not a mental health specialist. I'm not a counselor.
Yeah.
But what I can tell you is I'm there for you. If you need to talk, reach out. But basically, the Bridge is it's a free program. They don't charge you. There's a registration. They pay for everything. You're fed 3 wonderful meals, and it's a weekend-long event. It's targeted for mental health and recognizing. They don't just tell you. I guess tell is a bad word. What's the best way to describe this? You already know you're going through something. You're depressed. You're angry when you go there, right? They give you the hows and whys, why you're feeling the way you're feeling. And then when you're done with the program, if you stay for the entire weekend, it's a very heavy, long weekend. I'll be completely honest. But Sunday when you leave, it was like a weight was lifted off my shoulders.
Really?
Because you're surrounded by people that have the same mentality you do.
Yeah.
That you didn't think it was okay to feel that way. Like, we're a little older, so the newer generation, I believe, the upcoming firefighters, they're very good about admitting there's something wrong or they're not doing okay.
Yeah.
Where our generation was, suck it up, buttercup, it's part of the job. And that's why suicide rates are so high in first responders. It's not just firefighters, it's police as well, military. It's the human brain is not meant to see the things we see. So it's going to take its toll even when you think it's not affecting you. It basically got to the point where I was literally destroying my family.
Yeah.
Like my kids, my wife. It was bad. I was in a really, really dark place. And she pretty much said, like a coworker of hers, without going into details, I don't want to put them out there, a coworker of hers husband had the same issue.
Okay.
And he had attended the Bridge.
Okay.
So she recommended it to her, and she told me, like, hey, this is really bad. Like, I really want us to go to this. And she was my biggest supporter. We went together for the entire weekend, and she learned things about us that she didn't realize either. So it's a very well-rounded program where it's not just focusing on the first responder. It's also focusing on the spouse or the partner.
Great.
So they kind of have a better insight of what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of where the whole mental health journey has taken me at this point. It's before it was, I don't have a problem and I'm not going to talk about it. I'm tougher than this.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point now where, like, okay, it's okay to have a problem, and you'll be amazed at how many people that you've known for a while or a long time, once you admit that you're not okay, they'll come to you in secrecy. Like, don't say anything to me. I've been feeling the same way for years, man.
Really?
I've been contemplating suicide. I'm so glad you opened up. And it's touching to me, because I feel like I helped them in a way that I probably would have never been able to help them had I not opened up in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a journey, that's for sure, brother.
So is there like a follow-up program with them as well, or
There is.
Is there?
So they actually, there's multiple programs they have. Phoenix Project, which was awesome. I'm very much a stage fright person. I don't like to be the center of attention. And they asked me to come down as a guest speaker, and I did. And you're looking out and there's hundreds of people watching you talk, and it was very nerve-wracking, but they run the Phoenix Project, Save a Warrior. They're connected with all of those guys. So they're huge. But if you finish the program, the 3-day weekend, they actually provide you with trauma therapists, certified trauma therapists at their cost. So you get 6 free sessions.
Wow.
We can use it as an individual, or you can go with your wife. They'll do like a couples thing.
Yeah.
Or they will give you both your own sessions.
No kidding.
So you imagine, like my wife's an ER nurse. She has her own trauma.
Oh, yeah.
Like they have the same trauma we do, different levels or whatever. We experience different things, but they have a ton of trauma that they don't. They
just
treat
don't
the
talk
way
about.
we do. They don't talk about.
They shove it down.
They leave the ER and that's it. They go home and now they got to be mom, or they got to be the wife, or so it was very beneficial to us because we both had our own therapists, and we were able to go through EMDR and things like that. So, yeah, I don't know. I believe we're in a much better place now. We still take part in counseling and things like that, because I feel like if you let that go and you don't pay attention to it, it could creep back up and get you again.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I never want to go back to where I was before. I'm a much happier person now. So
Yeah.
and our house is a lot happier.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Dad's not the evil guy, and they're dreading him coming home from shift now.
Yeah. Well, awesome. That's great for you. Great for the family.
Yeah.
And thanks for opening up about that.
Of course. Yeah.
We'll have the link for that here in below the video, but just in case, for some reason this gets clipped and guys can't grab that, how do people find this?
You can go online. Just
Okay.
research the Bridge Foundation.
Bridge
It'll
Foundation.
pop right up. They're also on Facebook.
Okay.
It's a pretty big thing. It's an easy find.
Is it nationwide? Is it Ohio?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
I know the Ohio people pretty well. The people that run it. I'm not sure if it's nationwide or not, though, to be honest.
And this is first responders or hospital workers and stuff like that?
It's primarily targeted for first responders.
Okay.
Yeah, police, fire.
Veterans? I would assume veterans.
Veterans, I don't know if it's so much part of the Bridge. I know, obviously, a lot of veterans are first responders.
Yeah.
Because it kind of,
The mesh.
it's the closest they can get to
Yeah.
being in the military. So there's a lot of veterans at the Bridge Foundation that are also first responders, but you have Save a Warrior and Phoenix Project. I notice a lot more police officers at Phoenix Project.
Okay.
Save a Warrior is a good mix. A lot of veterans for that.
Yeah.
So they have different options for clientele or whatever you want to call it.
Awesome. Well, if there was something that you could pass along to a stranger about this program and say, hey, I'm walking by the street and I can see you're struggling with something, but I'll give you this real quick.
As far relating to the Bridge,
Yeah.
what do you got to lose? You're already in a dark place, man.
Yeah.
If you don't address it and you don't take the first, it's just going to get worse.
Yeah.
And when we talk about suicide, it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem, honestly. So you're gone, your problems are gone, but now you've made it 10 times worse for your family and your loved ones, because they're never going to understand.
Yeah.
It's a permanent hole. You've just scarred them with it. They'll never be able to fill in, so just make the call, do the search. It's all free. If transportation's a problem, I've even heard people come from out of state to attend the Bridge in Columbus.
Great. Okay.
And the Bridge will literally fly them there.
Really?
So it's all expenses are covered. All you got to do is get there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a whole weekend. It's all covered. You eat it, and the food is great. It's all catered.
Wow.
It's wonderful. It's a great experience. It's a heavy weekend, but it's a great experience.
Well, yeah.
Life-changing.
Is this something they do on an annual basis, a couple times a year?
A couple times a year usually.
Okay.
Yeah. You get on their Facebook page, and it'll tell you when the next retreat is, and then you'll try to register. And
Heck yeah.
you got to register pretty quickly.
I imagine.
It fills up pretty fast.
I imagine.
So they have follow-up retreats also. So once you attend the original retreat, they will do a follow-up retreat later on. Could be next year, could be the following, and you kind of go back in and just touch base with the people you've met and, that have helped you along the way. So
Gotcha.
I can't speak highly enough of them.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So we'll kind of, I guess we'll wrap this one up because that's such a great topic, and you did so well in informing about it. I don't think we could touch any other topic on this one and really do it justice. So if you guys want to reach out to us personally, you can find us on socials, and we can help you find this program if you're having difficulties finding it yourself. Remember, there are ways to reach out otherwise. Please talk to someone. Please talk to your loved ones, and someone's there for you, and someone's happy that they know you. So if you guys have any mental health issues going on right now, don't be afraid to talk about it.
Yep.
All right, thanks for watching.